All right, guys, I want to give you an update on Ayden's FD ProSpec Z build. It's coming along very good. The boys have been working on a lot of the fabrication bits on the back end. Not too much new up here, as you can see, but as we get to the back of the car, boys have been working on a few of the things. Eric here is putting in our fuel fill, so we get the dry brake setup that goes right through the quarter window, feeding right into our fuel-safe fuel cell. And Hayden's been working on some of the plumbing. We got our radium bits here, Deechworks lines. We got our Motec PDM mounted. This is all exactly the way that we did it in our chassis years ago. We love where everything is placed. There's very, very few, if any, changes between my chassis and this new one that we're building. Water pump located here. That line comes through, mounts into the radiator support back here. And then same thing, we got our Optima battery mount. It's gonna put that right over here. And as we are getting into the wiring harness, same thing, it's a direct copy of the harness that Heartstock Motorsports built for us in our Pro car. Yet again, zero issues, many inputs and outputs, and having all the Autosport connectors where we need them so we can get fast access to the wiring, get it hooked up, plugged in, unplugged when necessary. Coming to the front, this is some new additions. Like I said, same as my car, you know, the FD car. Same setup, we put the dry sump tank up in here, build in a little steel enclosure, and then an aluminum cover that goes in front of it to keep it all safe and behind the firewalls, if you will, to get a little extended, right, into the passenger floorboard. You gotta have some short legs to fit in these cars, but this is the best place we can put them. We gotta build the proper safety equipment around it. And then we basically open this hole up a little bit, make a cover for it, and then we can fill our oil right through the front end. And then we actually add a couple drains over here, and we can drain it down through the floor. So we actually don't even have to take that cover off unless something comes loose, which is really handy when we're servicing the vehicle and just doing the typical in-between event services, like I was saying, changing that fluid out, changing that oil. There are gonna be a couple new cool components since products evolve and develop over the years. We have a new Oberg system that we're gonna be getting. Actually, Oberg, it's like calling a tissue Kleenex, right? Oberg is a brand. They are no longer around. However, the same single layer, 6-inch metal pre-filter screen, there's a new company that makes a housing for it. We're going to be getting that one and mounting it up in this area, just like our other cars. So that pre-filter will mount here, and it just gives you this little disc. See, I'll show you the old unit. So this is the Oberg. This is what we run in all of our cars. And so we used to have this mounted right up here. And so it's easy access. We can pop this case open, get to the filter, check out how the engine's doing, and determine if it needs to be pulled and replaced or not. But since this company no longer makes this part, there's actually a new one that we're gonna have soon. It actually has a clear, like Lexan on it, essentially, so you can get eyes on it without opening it up. Super cool feature. So we can actually check the oil much more, that's what I'm looking for. Much more, many more times is. More frequently is the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Thanks for Shar, thanks for that. Where were you a second ago? Instead of making me look dumb. You were? You had to think that long?
Well, yeah, I was like,
I mean, I was stumbling on my own words. More frugally. But yeah, we got some of the brake lines have been made up. So same thing, we're trying to have as many of these components the same as my car as possible. Pretty much everything is the same, like I said. So we have shareable spares, and we obviously have learned from over the years building so many different Zs that when we built my Z, like I said, going into this one the years later, we don't really see many things that we needed to change and update, which is great. It means that we've really got this tuned in. So we got our quick release dry brake system here. Same thing. So what we do actually, all of these brake lines, they're all the same length. So we run the same length brake line in the wheel well, and then from the well to the actual caliper, 2 in each wheel well, 6 in the back. We have these back here. Actually, no, not 6, just 2, because they come right off of here. So we run 2 in the front because we come through the firewall and go to the fender well, and then fender well to the caliper. And then back here just goes straight from the well to the calipers. And so same length brake line, all the corners. So if we have a failure, we're not running around trying to figure out what fits. It's all the same, which is really cool. So just little things like that that really help in those 5-minute scenarios when there is a potential repair that has to be done and there's no guessing, you know, because as soon as you start mixing and matching spares between cars and or just mixing and matching spare components around the vehicle that can be avoided, you know, you're just saving yourself that much more time. Otherwise, super happy with how it's coming together. Let me see, we got Eric back here knocking out some fabric. Actually, he's just holding a nut right now.
Yeah.
He's doing the Lord's work back here, really holding it down, literally and figuratively. But yeah, he's doing a lot of the fab work on the chassis, and it's coming together really, really well. Motec, baby.